What's up, boys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be on FIFA 22 and have the Team USA men go head to head with the Team USA women. A ton of you have asked for a FIFA video before, but let's get a few things straight. This isn't going to be your ordinary FIFA video. I'm not going to put on a fake British accent. I'm American and proud of it. I'm not calling it football. It's soccer around these parts, isn't it? I haven't played soccer since I was 8, and even back then I was a goalie, so I have little to no knowledge of the sport. And the only time I watch it nowadays is after a long night of editing. I need something to fall asleep to on my couch. I somewhat pay attention to the games when they're on, but if I'm being honest, I usually skip to the moments where they score and rewind a little bit. And I know the important players like Ronaldo, the Latin American one with Asperger's. There's a guy who won't stop biting people. There's Mbappe, Neymar. And for the female players, I know Hope Solo, shout out to the Fappening, Alex Morgan, and the lady with the colored hair. So with all that being said, Europeans, go grab a biscuit and head to the comment section to make fun of the gun laws in my country. And ladies, please feel free to call me misogynistic before watching the rest of the video. Recently, it's been announced that the men and women teams for Team USA Soccer will receive equal pay, and I love it when the world feeds me content ideas like this. In the US, our women's soccer team has won the most World Cups of any country. However, our men's best finish was 3rd place in 1930, back when striped socks and racism were still in fashion. It makes no difference to me how much our male or female athletes are paid. They will all still find something to whine about on Twitter, no matter how many guest bedrooms their mansion has. But to see who truly is the best team in US soccer, I had to remake every player on the Team USA women team into a man. I made sure to get every necessary value correctly copied over, but right after the sex change, every woman's overall decreased in this game. But either way, the Team USA women's team is better in overall across the board. I went ahead and placed them on this team I found in Switzerland called the BSC Young Boys. The first games I held were a mess because I had the settings on beginner mode, but there were still some noteworthy events to come out of this. It turns out these two clubs don't like each other. They were getting violent with each other from the start. Megan Rapinoe got her first yellow card of the game after an illegal slide tackle 10 minutes in. The ref was really letting them play out there. I thought he missed a few calls, but you probably know better than I do if these tackles are legal or not. I guess you're allowed to sandwich a girl as long as you go for the ball first. Megan Macaroni was given a penalty shot after being fouled in the box here. She takes the shot and it's blocked by the goalie, but she's not going to give up like that. She goes ahead and takes out the goalie. She was given her second yellow card of the game just 23 minutes in, which kicks her out of the game, but I thought this play was pretty clean. Shortly after the boys went up 3-1, the girls were trying their hardest to illegally stop them, but the boys persevered. It was around this point when I realized their skill levels were way too low and I needed to fix something before these games counted. I love this play. One of the girls gets taken out. She's rolling around on the ground, but the ball gets kicked back to her, but the play must go on. It's a 1-point game in the 58th minute and Crystal Dunn gets her second yellow card of the game. It is now 9v11. The girls surprisingly didn't get blown out after being down 2 players. They lost 9-7 in 20-minute halves. For my next game, I turned the CPU skill to legendary and I thought I would play a game with no rules since both clubs want to take each other's heads off, and maybe this way the girls will have a fair shot. The boys came out hot. They were attacking the net and also attacking Megan Ratatouille. The boys were the first to score around the 12th minute mark. They hit an upper 90 right past the goalie. Meg Griffin is again getting taken out in the penalty box, but this time it doesn't count for anything. The boys scored again off an alley-oop header. It seems to matter that the men are about 7 inches taller on average. The girls are looking like they're setting up a pretty nice shot. They give the ball to Megatron inside and she is just knocked out cold. There is surprise butt stuff on the field, but remember, this is perfectly legal in this game. The girls get an easy shot right in front of the net in the 29th minute to make this a 1-point game. Right after this, the girls get an easy opportunity to tie up this game. It's a 1-on-1. The goalie is on the right side of the net and she whiffs it. And right before the end of the half, the girls do tie up this game by chipping it in over the goalie. As soon as the second half started, the boys were on a mission. This is probably one of the most impressive shots to come out of this video.
Cuts it back. Oh, a moment of pure class!
That cutback, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
The boys run a nice play here. I think their plan was to take out a player, start a fast break, and score a goal, and it seemed to work out pretty well for them. The girls tied up around the 56th minute, and I love this clip just because of the audio of it.
Could reduce the deficit, and the post coming to the goalkeeper's aid.
Here's the best player on the men's team, 82 overall, Pulisic. And he's just gonna cruise on in right past every defender and score easily, bringing the boys up too. But the boys feel like returning the favor. They go ahead and play little to no defense and let them score in the 78th minute. It's a 1-point game again. This is a crucial play in the 85th minute. It probably would have been a penalty, but either way, I thought it should have been a corner kick for the girls. This guy knees her in the crotch and pushes her on the ground. Perfectly legal in this game, but I'm pretty sure the ball went out on his hands, but it went uncalled. I like this play because the guy's just bringing it down to the corner. It comes to a complete stop and the lady just... But the girls get it back. This lady's doing some fancy dribbling, but it's out on the men, so they get a corner kick with little to no time remaining in this game. The kick is up and everybody is bouncing it off their heads, but the girls get the ball back. The ladies are fighting to keep possession of this ball. They finally get a decent shot and it's blocked, but they get another corner kick. It's a high kick and up for grabs, but the men are too tall. They head it out of the box and that's the game. The boys win 5-4 in this one, but it's only fair to keep giving the girls more and more opportunities. So next time I'm gonna put it on classic match and put the girls at home. 2 minutes into this match and the girls get the first goal of the game. I like this celebration. She's drinking tea, kind of seems like a shot towards the men, and Megan Fettuccini is losing her mind back there. 18 minutes in and the girls are on the attack again and they bang this one off the side of the goalpost. This lady is double teamed, but she gives it off to her teammate who kicks it right over the goalie. I don't know how the shot went in, but the girls are up 3-0. This shot is truly terrifying. You can really see how little effort I put into their looks. 40th minute and the boys respond. This lady's running out of bounds. I don't know what she's doing over there, and this man gets a wide open shot right in front of the net. 3 minutes later and the same defender messes up again. They bring the lead down to 1, and right out of halftime, I swear these back defenders suck on the women's team. Some guy gets a pretty decent shot and scores it, tying the game. And in a span of 10 minutes, the boys have went on a 4-0 run. They now have the lead going into the 50th minute. This poor goalie is doing everything she can. She's blocking more ball shots than Megan Rapinoe, but it's not enough. The boys are celebrating by what looks like making a TikTok. For copyright purposes, let me just do the cover version real quick. Pose, pose, photo shoot, pose. Fuck that bitch, tried put the fee on it. Best put the free on it. Yeah, if it's about money, then we on it. Whoa, my neighbors must think I'm retarded. One of the girls is taken out right by the net, so a penalty shot is coming up and there's an opportunity for these girls to come back in this game. And Megan is an absolute troll. She just pushes it in right down the middle and fools the goalie. The girls got cold at the worst time. The boys just blew this one open in the second half. They scored in the 70th minute, but they had no momentum and this game was looking out of reach for them. To be fair, the men have the black Scott Sterling out there.
Wondering when. Oh! Sweet butter crumpet! My the ball drills Sterling right in the face!
The men got one more goal in and finished this game 9-7, and they still have not lost one yet. But I'm gonna give the women one last opportunity at home in a classic match. Both teams came close to scoring early on in the game, but the women team seemed a little bit more upset about it. 4 minutes into the game and I see the coolest goal I've ever seen live or in a video game ever.
It might be. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well!
If a lady pulled that off 400 years ago, we'd already have an execution date set. The boys tied the game on accident here. One of them kicks the ball in off an opponent, and then there's a no-look pass and an open goal. This has got to be the most violent clean takeaway I've ever seen. The girls almost score off a corner kick for the first time. One of the ladies heads it in, but there's another man sitting in the net who heads it right out. And again, I don't know the rules, but this ball looks like it was past the line. I thought that meant it was a goal. These men are too good at giving head. They take the lead in the 35th minute. I took a closer look at this shot, and this man almost took a headbutt to the back of the dome. And in the 39th minute, the boys get another goal. The same lady who was willing to take on a concussion and red card just minutes ago is now unwilling to sprint back on defense. Another half is gone and another wide open goal for the boys. This game was looking out of reach after the boys had a 3-goal lead, but the girls came back and scored 2 goals in a row. However, in the 74th minute, this guy was able to get this by 4 defenders and he gets an easy assist here. And there's no grand comeback happening in this one. I think the real difference between these two teams lies in the back defenders. They just covered too much ground and are a lot stronger than them. The girls get another goal in, but the boys just waste time off the clock, just like the women wasted my time with these games. I recorded and watched a total of 7 games and they never won a game or tied it. And here's one more hit for old time's sake after the whistle blows.
And there goes the final whistle.
At least by FIFA standards, the US men's soccer team is able to dominate the women's, but so we're a bunch of 15 and under boys, so that really doesn't say much. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I need to go turn on some soccer and go to bed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.